Yeah, a little bit.
Mac took the year off, and this was like, I mean, your coming out party, man.
Yeah. Right.
You were asked by Coach Niz to coach Macomb Community College, who was the national runner-up. And
Loaded roster.
Loaded roster, but, I mean, look, they also graduated some of those guys. Coach Niz is gone now. He's leaving, going to Mount Pleasant to coach at Central Michigan. Congratulations to him. You step in. They gave you a call. Mac Horvath, who was on the course, shooting 2 under par, and you get the call. And what did they say?
Well, so the AD at Macomb is Brian Rizzo, and Brian Rizzo is the one that hired me at Divine Child.
Okay.
So,
relationships are important.
Yeah. So he hired me at DC, which I loved, getting back in the Catholic League, growing up in the Catholic League. I mean, you get that. It's a special place, special league to coach in. But so he, and I had a relationship with Niz. He was at Roseville before Macomb. We always talked basketball. I went out to a practice or 2 of his. He's a Dearborn guy, so he paid attention to what was going on. His parents live like 5 houses away from Divine Child.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he used to stay there. I'm like, why aren't you dropping into all my practices? We practice at 8 o'clock at night. And, but yeah, so Niz and I think Brian knew they wanted somebody for this weekend because they had a weekend showcase, and they said, hey, like, these kids deserve this. They're put in kind of a predicament that they had no control over. We want to make sure they still get this experience, still get this exposure. And Niz and Rizzo were just like, hey, we trust that you know what you're doing and you're not going to screw this up, make us look bad for a couple of days. Like, can you go do this? And at first I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in. Like, let's scratch that itch a little bit.
Father's Day weekend now.
Yeah, Father's Day weekend. And
Great golf weekend, too.
Great golf weekend.
You got the hall pass and everything.
Yeah. And then I go through and I'm like, man, Port Huron is a lot farther than you think. Got to cancel my golf rounds. And I'm like, why did I sign up for this? Why did I say yes to this? And then you get out there and you get on and you get by the kids. And again, 4 days, it's just with coaching, it's just like, let's build relationships. Great group of kids. They listened, they were coachable. And I was telling, I'm not going to get in anyone's face. I'm a rent-a-coach. I'm not going to write somebody off.
Rent-a-coach.
So no, but we had a fun weekend.
That's great.
But yeah, there's some top-notch JUCO talent. I mean, a lot of those JUCO guys are guys that, they suffered or they fell at the hands of the COVID.
Yeah.
With extra years being handed out, the transfer portal.
Changed.
Oh yeah, things have changed a lot in 6-7 years from what JUCO used to be, especially at that level. And like I said, that roster's loaded with a lot of Division I talent that 10 years ago would have just been already there.
Right. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe Division I kids, but now it's changed.
Yeah. Now
so
it's
what, 4, 5, 6 at last year?
I think
maybe
at least
more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about how that's changed, and I mean, all the talent now. These high school seniors. I mean, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah,
and it's a log jam.
It is. It's the good and the bad parts that I think players want to have the ability. College kids, they want to have the ability to transfer and move schools. But I think this is the negative side that you see of it is, well, that's what college coaches are going to focus on. Yeah. I mean, I think there is some college coaches that have openly admitted, like, we're going to recruit JUCO and transfers and be in the portal more than we're going to go recruit high school kids. Yeah. And again, it's good for the kids that are in college, but it's helped JUCO. That's for sure. It's helped JUCO. I mean, there's some big time talent there that, like we said, would have been at other places already. So it's definitely a change that the game's adjusted to, the college game's adjusted to.
It's also helped your coaching record.
Yeah.
Congratulations, another 5-0 run.
I'm definitely not a coach that counts summer games. Definitely not.
Oh, it's awesome.